To the outsider, the realm of consciousness, in other words, even though I can't pin...
So, it's a...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and disordered. This is precisely why...
What? Alright.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is... Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Oh, nothing. It just seems... By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt... Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door's open. Hop, I'll stay outside and provide what stability I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in... This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. Energy density great enough to vaporize the ocean. And the will they demanded, sufficient to perish. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Inferior! Shine down! Witness! Torn to oblivion! Calamity! Perish! Erase all threats! There is no escape! Eternity is in my hands! Shine down! Now you shall perish! is no escape! Ha! Perish! Illusion shattered! Inferior! Adventure time! This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring the blade that I inherited from Makoto. I noticed it also. Just now this power is beyond the limits of my This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power. It was at once... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer... From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you... You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform with... But as a warrior, I look... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power... a convoluted way to reach you, but there was no time to wait for you to But... You never met... Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of Did you know what was about to happen in I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. Don't look down on me. See? It was with this possibility in mind. Here, take it. But it is you who must take them.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken
and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and no matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
A place where time is... Perhaps that is the reason why you were... And yet, that sense of disorderly...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well,
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred... You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it did?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over, and obviously I played my part. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. You were repeating your wishes. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed, suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time. The flow of turbulence may...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the Traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
A, how...
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all, you saw Makoto and...
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say, this has she even factored my... It's all thanks to her that I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to...
Thank you.
Today, at Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen.
Makoto said the...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by I don't doubt that many challenges I'm looking forward to.